Emily Wilson, and welcome back to the News 12 Education Notebook. Today, we're at the Maritime Aquarium in South Norwalk, and we're here to meet the African penguins. The birds have attracted a lot of attention since they arrived in February. More than 80,000 people have flocked to see them.
I think they're really cool. I've never seen penguins before, so it's pretty interesting. They're pretty cute, actually.
They're really cute, and they're interesting to see because they're not normally, it's not something that you would see around this area.
Cecilia Duffy, a marine biology teacher at Staples High School, brought her class in to see the new arrivals.
Hopefully you can see a little bit of their behavior, some of the noises they make. Just see them in the real world instead of, as you said, in a textbook. There's a big difference.
It's great to have something so close to us that we can go and experience animals like this and get out and learn things like that. It's only 15 minutes away from our school.
Aquarium supervisor Carrie Dobson says the penguins are a huge attraction.
You hear the oohs, the yelling, and just see them come running up to on the deck and coming up to the windows. So it's been great. And then you have to hear, okay, we have to go on to the next spot. So you know people are enjoying staying there for a very long time. We've watched a few get close to the windows and be curious about the kids on the other side. I've seen a few of them, follow hands that have been along the window. So it's been great that they get that close up to the people and interact.
The penguins came to Norwalk from a zoo in South Dakota, and Dobson says they've adjusted well to life in southwestern Connecticut.
We kept up with their feedings. Nobody was really skipping a full day's worth of feeding, so that's always a good indication. Seemed very well adapted. We tried to make it the same temperature environment from where they came from because they were in a closed building. So we have heat lamps in here that helped us adjust with the winter that came, and we have structures to try to help the wind and the coldness not come in. And then we'll have to try to do things to keep it cool when it comes to the hotter part of our seasons.
There are 17 species of penguins. The African variety only grow to be about 27 inches tall and weigh between 5 and 10 pounds. They also like warm weather.
Here we have South Africa, more temperate or warmer environment versus living out in the ice and snow. And also you can see from what we're standing on and sitting on is a rocky beach. So that's where they're adjusted to, is rocky shorelines.
Most of the penguins' days are centered around eating, and they don't have much of a variety, just herring and capelin twice a day.
We do a feeding. First thing in the morning, we do try to hand feed, and then we leave a buffet of food on ice so they can have some more time to take a little bit more food for themselves for about another hour. Oh, good boy. They do swimming. We try to do some enrichments. When they're swimming around in the water and they're using their flipper, they're cleaning by hitting their feathers, and it kind of scrapes off any dirt if anyone's, as this one's doing right now, hitting and cleaning itself. And then when they come back up onto the land, they'll clean themselves by using the beak and fluffing up and cleaning even more.
When out of the water, the penguins often fluff up, which makes them appear a lot larger than they actually are.
When it looks like they're taking a deep breath, they're actually moving off their feathers off their skin, and it's a way for them to cool down. And it almost looks like a stuffed animal. Anytime I see it, it does look like the plush stuffed animals as they're doing that, and then all their feathers will settle back down. So it's a way for them to cool. They also can do a little tail shake at the bottom after they've come from the swimming, and that helps them dry off just a little bit.
Of the 10 penguins, there are actually 4 couples. They spend a lot of time together. They're kind of like married couples.
Dobie and Dixie are hanging out in one of their nesting boxes right now. We have Stump and Pinto. We have Edgar and Ella, and we also have Astro and Joe. And since we have 10 individuals, we also have Moby and Phil, our single bachelors. They'll pretty much nestle each other. They'll be in a group together. They'll group together, especially if something scares them. You'll see them all conjugate together. But then they act independent. They're not always going to do what the others do. Pairs or couples usually stay together, and we're not going to probably see any mating. Our ages are up there from 22 to 26 as far as leg age, but they'll still be a pair together.
And for all that noise they make?
Their other name is also called a jackass penguin, and that's what you're hearing, the noise of them braying like a donkey or a jackass. It might be a call of talking to another mate, or a call itself. It might be a defensive or offensive call itself. It might just be a warning call saying, you're getting too close to my territory and stuff. And sometimes it's just you really don't know why they just get into this rant into it and then it stops.
The African penguins will be at the Maritime Aquarium in South Norwalk until December of 2010. Don't go anywhere. We have much more of the News 12 Education Notebook coming up.